I want to talk to you about a couple of boxes that Georgia can check on Saturday. And the reason I'm bringing this up, I know there are some fans who are like, Georgia's already in the playoff. Be nice to win because, it's better than losing. You're already there. But let me give you some specifics that you already know, but I think need to be reinforced. Georgia is playing for something tangible on Saturday. They're playing for the bye. They lose, they're not getting the bye. They win, they could be the 2 seed. I don't think that's out of the question. The 3 seed might be more likely, but that is a tangible result that you will get time off. I don't know what that means long-term for Drew Bobo or anybody else who's banged up. But if Georgia wins on Saturday, they'll get 25, 26 days off. That is a huge, huge thing at this point in the season. So from just the playoff standpoint, the tangible of winning, check that box. It's huge.
Bama would give almost anything to have that time off right now, given what their roster looks like. It's a giant advantage in that you don't get to choose playing this game or not. So Texas A&M, the hay's in the barn for them, but Georgia has to play.
Now, here's the second box.
He's got more boxes than you can shake a stick at.
And this is the intangible, and I mean this, and I didn't think we'd get here, but we're here. Georgia has to prove to themselves they can beat Alabama. Forget about proving to Bama they can beat Bama. They have to prove, and I can't believe an elite program. This is something that I would say when Tennessee plays Georgia. This is something I would say when Florida plays Georgia. When Auburn or Georgia Tech, they play Georgia. You got to prove to yourself that you can stand up to the bully. We're there with Georgia now. There's no other way to say it. I've been so wrong on this matchup time and time again. I thought it in September. I thought it last year. I thought it in years past. That Georgia has to figure out a way to get this monkey off their back because I got news for you. They could see Alabama again. It's not out of the question. And to look at themselves and say, yeah, we can beat that team. Even Georgia is an elite program. They got to figure it out, man. Bama always figures it out against Georgia. Georgia has to figure it the F out on Saturday.
Yeah, Josh McCray, for instance, he's looking around going, not me, but he's heard it enough. And almost all the adults in the room it is real for. Only much smaller percentage of the roster, obviously. I mean, the kids who lost the 2012 SEC title game that we had referenced earlier, they experienced all of that. It's different now with the roster turnover, and you can build a roster, a 2 deep, a 3 deep out of any part of America. It's not, again, all the regional stuff, but they hear it. It's a theme. All the coaches were there for it, so it does linger.
Human nature is human nature.
Yeah.
Kirby against Saban. Now, Kirby against Kalen DeBoer. Kirby's trying to avoid going 0-3 against Kalen DeBoer in 2 years. I don't want to make this comparison across all sports, but I will use the expressions we use. The Mets see the Braves, and I think they kind of wet themselves. There are certain teams who see that other jersey, that logo, that history, and realize, what is it? Why doesn't it go our way in this game? I don't know if Georgia's there, but I don't know that they're not there. And after September, what happened in late September when, again, they got down by double digits or whatever the score was early against Alabama, and they didn't find a way, human nature is that team's got our number, and we have to figure something out. It should not be the case with 2 elite programs, but that's where it is. So if you're asking me today who I like in the game, I think Georgia's better, but I can't pick them until they show me they can actually stand up to this team and beat them.
I've heard 10 people say that this week. I mean, firsthand conversations. Who do you think's better? Georgia and well-coached and experienced and won't blank. Oh, except when they play Bama, they may blank.
Chuck, I picked Georgia in September to beat them. They were at home, winning streak, night game, all the things, and Bama found a way. Bama always finds a way, whether it's Saturday, Ty Simpson red hot. The defense makes a play. They find their missing running game. Ryan Williams materializes as this Madden-like force and has 6 catches for 180 yards. I don't know. They just find ways.
Hammer, thumb. Not going to do it again. There are a lot of, finally you bail at some point. Georgia's better. I like them a lot in the game.
I'm with you.
And a lot of it's because of injury, believe me. And I know how great Ty Simpson has been until the last 3 weeks. I get all of that. I like Georgia a lot.
I think the Drew Bobo thing cannot be ignored either. I know you're not, but Bama's going to try to
yeah, they should.
They're going to try to.
But they're down 2 defensive linemen as well.
They are, but from a defensive standpoint, they're going to try to make that a big deal with pressure on Gunner and pressure up the middle, and we're going to see how Georgia reacts to it. If I was betting the game, I still might lean towards Georgia, but the better judgment says sit it out. Just sit it out until they show you they can win it.
Find something else to play.